45 on this Wednesday afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome into today's edition of the Burns and Gambo Show here on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. I'm going to talk very slowly now and draw out my voice as long as possibly can. I'm Dave Burns, not alongside the one, the only John Gambadoro. He'll be joining us momentarily. From what I understand, he's working from home today. We're working through a little technical snafu right now. Don't worry, Gambo will be here. I'm sure Gambo will be here. Shorter show today, coming off the Diamondbacks win 3-2 over the Cleveland Guardians in 10 innings. They got the victory today. They win the series thanks to their heroics last night. And then what happened again today, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with the game tying home run. And then, of course, the go-ahead run scored, the winning run scored in the 10th inning off of Adrian Del Castillo's bat. He blooped one in the left field. It was able to score Pavin Smith, and the Diamondbacks were able to get the win. There has been a lot of news about the Arizona Diamondbacks that has come in just in the last few minutes. I kind of want to save it just a little bit for Gambo because I know Gambo's going to be... Should I? Mitch is giving me the. Should I save it? Should I just roll with it? You know what? I'm just going to roll with it.
The fun of technical difficulties is that technically they're difficult.
Yes,
so it just might be a little bit longer.
And technically they're causing difficulties.
Yeah.
Sean Larkin is no longer the third base coach of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Torey Lovullo just made that announcement. If you're listening to Diamond Talk, they were a little delayed in. Normally they play some Torey Lovullo comments during Diamond Talk. They weren't able to do it. And the delay suggested to me that maybe something was going on, some kind of conversation was happening, something along those lines. It was just kind of a guess on my part. And sure enough, we just learned from Alex Weiner and others, those who are in the room, the Diamondbacks are pulling Sean Larkin off of third base coaching duties, according to Torey Lovullo. He will continue to coach the infielders. The plan at third base coach is to be announced. We're not sure who that's going to be. We will, when we know, we will let you know. I'm sure Gambo's going to work on finding that answer right now to see who's going to be handling that. There was another snafu today. This one was a little bit different. The outfielder fell down when the play was being made and when the play went down, but Alek Thomas was still thrown out by a healthy amount at home plate. I believe the Diamondbacks now have the third most runners who have been thrown out at home plate in Major League Baseball this season, and clearly the organization has decided enough is enough. So while we wait for Gambo to connect, let's go ahead and tell you what our top story of the day is here on the Burns and Gambo Show.
Burns and Gambo, the weigh-in.
First, it sounded like this.
The 1-0. One swung on and driven deep to left field, and this game is tied.
That was Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game at 2. Into the extras we go. Diamondbacks hold the Guardians without a run in the top of the 10th, which leads to Mike Farron and the game-winning call.
2-2 game bottom, 10 Smith at third. First pitch. Dell floats one out into shallow left. Racing in his quad. He slides and can't get there. Smith scrambles home. D-backs win.
And with that, the Arizona Diamondbacks get the victory over the Cleveland Guardians today by a score of 3-2. And as I mentioned, win the series after Lourdes Gurriel Jr. was also the man on campus last night with his 2-run single that gave the Diamondbacks the lead they held on to survive. The Diamondbacks win the series today. Brandon Pfaadt was very, very good today. He went 7, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1, struck out 5 through 98 pitches as Torey Lovullo turns it over to Juan Murillo, John Curtis, and Andrew Saalfrank to get the win in extras tonight. But the talking point in this game is going to be the news that just came down a moment ago, and that is that Sean Larkin, not relieved of his duties. He's still in the organization. He's still going to continue to be the infield coach, but he will no longer be the third base coach of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We've seen time and time again the wrong decision being made when it comes to holding guys up, sending guys in. Today's maybe a little less egregious than some of the others, given that the outfielder fell down on that play, but with just too many guys getting thrown out at home plate and too many situations that have arisen given the wrong decision being made there. Clearly, Torley and the organization decided that they just can't go on with it any longer. Now, what they do from this moment forward, don't know. Who's it going to be? Who's in charge of that? But obviously, just got to that point where something had to stop, something had to break, something had to give, and the Diamondbacks couldn't take any more of it. We'll see who it is. We'll see who it ends up being at that position. Do they call up a coach from the minors? Do they reassign somebody on the bench, put somebody else out there? And we'll see what sort of a difference that makes. Was confidence starting to wane in Sean Larkin? And the answer is probably yes. The question is, it must have gotten to the point and gotten to a bad enough degree where somebody had to do something about it. And Mitch, I know you guys have talked about this a lot too. You're jumping in on us. What do you got for me?
I was just going to literally share Torrey speaking after the game on the decision to remove Larkin from this role.
I decided to remove Sean Larkin from third base. He's going to continue to take on his infield duties. I'm watching our infielders work hard and practice hard and have some really good results. But, Sean's taken on a lot. It's a big responsibility over there at third base. I've tried to express to you guys the difficulties of it. But at this point in time, I just felt like the best thing for this ball club, for him, and for us moving forward is to make this decision. I know you want to know what some of the contingencies are, who's coming in. I don't know what's going on. I just made that decision as I was watching this game today that for the best interest of him and this team, that's what needed to happen.
I'm intrigued that this was the line.
That given everything was the line?
Given that everything that we've seen this season, given all the reasons why the Diamondbacks have lost games this year, why was this game the line?
Well, okay, and that's a great question, and obviously I don't know the answer. I'm just because I think among them all, today truly was not nearly as egregious as some of the others. I mean, I really do believe that.
Alec Thomas, probably one of the faster guys on the team, and they had two perfect throws, in my opinion, to be able to gun him down.
It was a very well-executed play to get him at home plate. But when you're, like I say, third in Major League Baseball and now it's at home plate, I think what I'm more intrigued about was the very reactionary, I don't want to call it a knee-jerk, because obviously this has been simmering now for some time, but you've got an off day tomorrow. You could have very easily, Troy Lavello, well, he's not going to come on Friday because we're going to be at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Troy Lavello pregame on Friday with the off day tomorrow could have very easily announced then, hey, I've given it some thought. I've had some time to kind of ponder this and think about it, and this is what we're going to do. This is the change that we're going to make. And apparently there was just, if it was that moment with Alec Thomas getting thrown out at home plate, there was something so egregious about yet another run being thrown out at third base. Like, I can't wait any longer. I'm not going to put this off even one more minute or one more day. I'm going to do this right here, right now, almost to the point where you can hear in his voice, like, what are we going to do? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something. I don't know what we're going to do, but I've decided after watching it one more day, we just couldn't do it anymore.
It's funny. I think it was also amplified by getting caught on camera, Jake, what appeared to be him talking in the direction of Sean Larkin. And I wonder if there was a point where even some of the players had separately gone to Torrey just like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying they did. I'm just guessing.
We don't know, but I mean,
in general,
that a picture tells 1,000 words, right? And that picture told 1,000 words because then what you start to wonder about, and we've seen this, we see this in baseball. This is not a Diamondbacks thing. This isn't a Sean Larkin thing. Guys run through stop signs, right? Like, I mean, it happens all the time, but you do wonder if the confidence in Sean Larkin gets to the point where it's so decreased and it's so diminished that guys basically start ignoring him over there at third base and just, hey, you don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna make this up on my own and do it myself.
You can't have base path mutiny.
You can't. I mean, there's a guy there for a reason, right? You have to put your trust in that guy. And clearly, I imagine trust had been eroded enough in Sean Larkin that even without the benefit, not that I'm not saying that an extra day would have caused Troy Lavello to go, on second thought, we're going to keep him out there. I'm just saying that by doing it immediately after the game, it looks very reactionary. It looks very much like, man, that's it. I'm fed up. I've had it. I can't take this anymore. We can't take this anymore. I don't know who's going to be coaching third base, but it ain't going to be you. It's going to be somebody else right now. And that's it's a tough job. Being a third base coach is, it's often been said in Major League Baseball that outside of the manager, the most scrutinized positions in the most scrutinized coaching positions in all of baseball are the hitting coach when you're not hitting well, the pitching coach when you're not pitching well, and the third base coach. The third base coach always gets the magnifying glass put on them big time. Speaking of magnifying glasses, when we come back here on the Burns and Gambo show, Mike Hazen today, right before we went into Diamondbacks baseball, was a guest on the Wolf and Luke show. A lot of conversation about Ketel Marte and what's gone down the last couple of weeks, what's gone down the last couple of years. You'll hear what the general manager of the Diamondbacks had to say about that next on the Burns and Gambo Show.
Wolf and Luke, middays 10 to 2.
Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. need to be on the same page and need to produce, or I don't see a path to the postseason for the Cardinals. I hate saying that. It sounds so ridiculous. Yet at the same time, that's what I'm going to say.
Well, just look at what you've invested in those two guys, and you realize pretty quickly why it's important that they have that connection. There's a good chunk of your salary cap going to Kyler Murray, and you just used a top 5 pick on Marvin Harrison Jr., 16 months ago? Resource-wise, have invested more in that connection than really anything else on your offense. So it has to work.
Wolf and Luke, middays 10 to 2 on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Monsoons, wild winds, roof destruction, driving rain. Is your roof prepared?
Hi, I'm Lori Clark, owner of Right Way Roofing. We offer free estimates and up to 12 months, same as cash. Let's get your roof ready before the storm strikes. Remember, there's only one way, the right way.
The right way roofing, we do it right. We'll always keep you watertight.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-298-7906. 800-298-7906.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your local Valley Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
You've heard the saying, it's hard to stop a train. When it comes to putting smiles on children's faces at the Phoenix Children's Hospital, nothing will get in the way when the Teddy Bear Express pulls into town. Train is the proud sponsor of this year's Give-a-thon, giving hundreds of teddy bears to children currently undergoing treatment at PCH. For the past 9 years, Train's commitment ensures that every child's journey through treatment is accompanied by a comforting companion, reminding them they're not alone in their fight.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
I'm Mitch Vareldes with Trending Now. It's presented by Parker & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. A solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tied it, and a walk-off bloop single by Adrian Del Castillo ended it. The Diamondbacks swiped the series from the clutches of the Guardians with a 3-2 walk-off win in 10 innings this afternoon. Snakes will get tomorrow off before they welcome the Guardians' Ohio neighbor, the Cincinnati Reds. That series will start on Friday. And it was just announced after the game, manager Torey Lovello said that third base coach Sean Larkin will be removed from that particular role while remaining infielders coach. The decision as to who will replace Larkin as the team's third base coach is to be decided. Other Diamondbacks news that came before the game, they made a switcheroo in the bullpen. Bryce Jarvis was recalled from AAA Reno. Andrew Hoffman was sent down in his place. And a couple of pieces you could check out right now on ArizonaSports.com, presented by Y-Refi. Diamondbacks general manager Mike Hazen had a conversation with Wolf and Luke today, spoke on Ketel Marte. Plus, you can see who ASU men's basketball will face in the non-conference portion of their schedule, which includes a trip to the Maui Invitational in Hawaii. And that is what's trending now.
Hey everybody, Dan Bickley here. We'll discuss the state of the Diamondbacks, present and future, with their president and CEO, Derek Hall. Shenanigans begin at 6 a.m. on Arizona Sports.
All right, 4 o'clock hour here on the Burns and Gambo Show on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Still some technical difficulties when it comes to Gambo. Working from home, I promise we have the very brightest minds back here at the station who are working on making sure we can get them connected, because we want to get him connected. We want to hear what he has to say about Sean Larkin, and we want to hear what he has to say about everything else, and that includes day 3 of our Give-a-thon for Phoenix Children's Hospital. We'll be at the hospital on Friday, but so far, so very good. It's always heartwarming to see the people of the Valley, this community, responding to us asking for donations for this wonderful children's hospital, one of the best in the world. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we'll bring you a very encouraging story of hope, and we'll tell you what's going on at the hospital right now, because this is the week that we love around here. We dedicate ourselves to making this week as big as it can be for Phoenix Children's Hospital, because it matters to so very many of us, and it's so very important. So if you have a chance and you want to call the Give-a-thon phone bank at 602-933-4567. That's 602-933-4567. You become a champion of hope. You get $20 a month. We'll take a teddy bear on the Train Teddy Bear Express to one of the kids in the hospital right now, and you will be doing a great, great thing in this community. There's no doubt about it. You will make yourself feel a whole lot better when you do it, because that money is going towards a great cause and one of the best children's hospitals in the world. So please get involved with that. You can text GIVE to 620-620, or you can call the phone bank at 602-933-4567. Earlier today, you heard the look ahead with Bickley and Murata. They're going to have Derek Hall on tomorrow. We'll hear what the president and CEO has to say when he chimes in on all things Diamondbacks, including the Ketel Marte situation. Today, the one particular that we were really waiting to hear from on this one, and that was Mike Hazen. He was a guest on the Wolf and Luke show today at 11:45 and went into great depth in talking about Ketel Marte and his future in Arizona. Here's what he said.
Ketel is one of, if not our best player. He's a superstar in this league.
Yeah.
You win with superstars in this league. Yes, I do know it's a team game, and putting a team together to win baseball games is also equally important. That's on us to figure out what the right mix of players is. 2 years ago, we went to the World Series with this player on our team. He broke all kinds of records in the playoffs playing on this team. So this mindset of, you know, where he is on our team and his inability or ability to help us win is hard for me to just take that now that the recent results, which are not just a result of him, it's a result of we didn't play very well for the first 3 months of the season. We played very poorly defensively, and we didn't pitch very well. And we sustained 3 significant injuries. So where this lays down at his feet and where it's coming from now is a little bizarre to me. I'm not ignoring the inconsistencies with some of the things that have happened. He's addressed those things. We've addressed those things with him. And we're not blind to having an imperfect clubhouse and an imperfect roster. So I'm saying that as politely as I can to let you know we're well aware of the challenges. I'm also in a job, in a position to put players on the field that can win you baseball games, because ultimately that's what this comes down to. So we are going to put the best team on the field every single day we can, and that mix of talent, clubhouse, makeup, which we value a ton, is all going into that. And ultimately, we'll be in charge of making those decisions moving forward from today and beyond.
Okay, we're going to react to what Mike Hazen had to say, but welcoming into the Burns and Gambo show. It's the co-host of the Burns and Gambo show, Gambo. How you doing, Gambo?
Burnsy, what's going on?
Not much, my friend. I'm glad we got our technical issues settled.
Yeah,
and you are now.
I had to move out of the office and into the living room because I don't really.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened, but I just followed Byron's advice, and so we're on.
Well,
so.
there you go.
Yeah.
You know what, Byron? For those about to rock, we salute you, Byron. Thank you for getting Gambo on the air. We do appreciate
somehow
that.
I am on the air.
Well, you're here, and that's good. We're very glad to have you here. I don't know how much of that Mike Hazen cut you heard. And I know in the first segment of the show we were working to get you on, and obviously the Sean Larkin news today is the big news. So give me a 30-second react to that, and then let's talk about what Mike Hazen had to say about Cattell.
I caught wind last night that they were considering making a change at third base. I thought it might have happened today. I even tweeted out during the game that I wouldn't be surprised if they have a new third base coach by the start of the next series, based on just last night, being at the game last night, being at the ballpark last night, catching wind of what I caught wind of. It seemed like they were considering making a change with Larkin. Yet another blunder today. There's no way that you have Alec Thomas thrown out at home plate in that situation with nobody out. Larkin is a terrible third base coach. He might be good at something else, but he is not suited to be a third base coach. During the game after that play, I said I would not be surprised if they have a new third base coach by the next series. Now, when I left that game last night, I thought they could do it today. But I think they wanted to finish the series with the Guardians and then start fresh with the new series, so they made that change. It was a change that just had to be made because of how many outs they've had on the base paths because of Sean Larkin.
Yep, so they've made the change, and they have not announced who's going to be their next third base coach. I imagine we'll get that information in the coming day or so. Off day for the Diamondbacks tomorrow, then they're back at it against the Reds on Friday, presumably. We'll know before that game starts who it's going to be, but that was the decision that came down and Torrey after the game. Mike Hazen's comments on Ketel Marte. I don't know how much of him you heard. If you'd like, I can replay them for you so you can react to them, because I'd love to hear what you had to say about what Mike had to say about that. What do you need me to do here for you, big guy?
Play me a cut. Play me a cut. I'll react to the cut.
This is the only one I've played so far. It's a longer one, but this is Ketel's future in Arizona.
Ketel is one of, if not our best player. He's a superstar in this league.
Yeah.
You win with superstars in this league. Yes, I do know it's a team game, and putting a team together to win baseball games is also equally important. That's on us to figure out what the right mix of players is. 2 years ago, we went to the World Series with this player on our team. He broke all kinds of records in the playoffs playing on this team. So this mindset of, where he is on our team and his inability or ability to help us win is hard for me to just take that now that the recent results, which are not just a result of him, it's a result of we didn't play very well for the first 3 months of the season. We played very poorly defensively, and we didn't pitch very well. And we sustained 3 significant injuries. So where this lays down at his feet and where it's coming from now is a little bizarre to me. I'm not ignoring the inconsistencies with some of the things that have happened. He's addressed those things. We've addressed those things with him. And we're not blind to having an imperfect clubhouse and an imperfect roster. So I'm saying that as politely as I can to let you know we're well aware of the challenges. I'm also in a job, in a position to put players on the field that can win you baseball games, because ultimately that's what this comes down to. So we are going to put the best team on the field every single day we can, and that mix of talent, clubhouse, makeup, which we value a ton, is all going into that. And ultimately, we'll be in charge of making those decisions moving forward from today and beyond.
We're not ignoring it. We're not blind to the fact that we have an imperfect roster and an imperfect clubhouse, but it is my job to put together the most talented team I can And Ketel Marte is one of the most talented players in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
That is the conundrum right now for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, the problem with Ketel is he's wired a little bit differently, right? He's a superstar player. We all know that. His highs are very high and his lows are very low. He's an extremely sensitive kid. Very, very sensitive. He's always been that way. For 9 years, they've kind of known, who he is and what he is. But, when he has a dip, he has a dip. It's not that he's a bad teammate. It's not that he's a bad person. But sometimes, he just kind of gets into a little bit of a funk and things like that. And so he's a little bit more difficult to manage than other players on the team. He's just different. So, we've seen all of this come to light. There's a lot more to the story. They've got to figure out if they could coexist together with him the way he is. But he's not, he's if you go hard at Ketel, he's gonna break down. He's not gonna respond to it. So if you go hard at Ketel, hey, you can't do this and you can't do that. You've got to do it this way. He's not going to be the same person, right? He's gonna cower a little bit, and then you're not going to get the best out of him. So that's where the coddling, the aiding, the abetting, whatever you want to call it, they've had to kind of maneuver a little bit differently with Ketel to get him to get the most out of him. Yeah. And you do sometimes. You have to do that with certain players. But but everybody wants to bring the hammer down on Ketel. He's not going to respond to that. And from everything I've learned, and everything I've learned through this whole process is he's just not the type of player that's going to respond to that type of criticism or tough love, if you know what I mean.
Here's one more from Mike, and then we'll take a break because he was asked by the guys if there's a different set of rules for Ketel Marte. Here's how he responded to that question.
No, I don't think there's a different set of rules. I think we handle each one of these things individually. Is everyone treated exactly fairly in this game with regard to what you would perceive rules are? No, but since the dawn of time, I don't think there's been a clubhouse in any professional sport where that's the case. Go back to your clubhouses. Do you think Larry Fitzgerald was treated differently than other players at times? Did he earn that? Has he performed above and beyond some other guy that's on the roster? Is that all for all of us looking at this like it's the world is completely fair? Do we like that? Yeah. I don't know. I can't always say that I like that. Do I think that that's the way the world works? And I'm going to go fight the system and change it all. My take on this situation is our clubhouse is imperfect. So are the 29 other clubs in baseball. We're just fixated on ours, and that's fair. That's our market. It's our team. It's our fans. Like we should be. And it obviously is my job, so it's my singular focus.
I've listened to all of these cuts, and I'm almost convinced now at this point, Gambo, that this fine line they're going to walk between how they're handling Ketel and keeping Ketel on the roster, that they're going to keep walking it. They understand that certain compromises are going to have to be made in the name of keeping a talented guy like Ketel Marte on the roster. And if that's what it takes, that's what they'll do. At least that's the impression I got from listening to Mike today. If that's what it takes, that's what we're going to do.
The hard part about this is does it beat down a clubhouse?
Right.
You have to worry about not just Ketel, but how does that affect the other
25 guys? Of course.
I was talking with a player just the other day who told me about a situation that he was in. I'm not going to say where or who, but he says, we had this player who had different rules than everyone else, and he said it's like similar to what the Diamondbacks are going through with Ketel, where nobody felt like they could hold him accountable or anything like that because he'd shut down. Or you'd catch blank from somebody else, and it wrecked our clubhouse. So that's the danger of having it wreck your clubhouse because there is – look, I mean, there is a different set of rules, okay?
Of course.
Ketel gets treated
and it's not
differently.
baseball. It's football. It's basketball.
Yeah.
It's broadcasting. It's accounting. It's the restaurant business. You name it.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a different set of rules. That's how it goes.
I really can't imagine what that organization went through when the All-Star game is over and they're expecting their players to come back and one of them doesn't.
Yeah.
And they don't know where he is and he's supposed to play and then he doesn't play and you're trying to figure out where the guy is and he's in the Dominican Republic on a vacation. That has got to be very, very difficult for an organization. One, to keep quiet, Okay. And number two, to figure out what the hell do we do here?
Yeah.
How do we manage this?
When we come back on the Burns and Gambo show, if not Kyler at quarterback, then who at quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals? Does Gambo have a suggestion for us? That's next on the Burns and Gambo show.
D-backs decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45 for D-backs Front Office Focus. Brought to you by Canvas Annuity. The home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball is Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Love telling you about Christian Brothers, AC, plumbing, and electric. And I've got Christian Brothers coming out tomorrow because I've got an electric issue, and they've got to come out and fix it. My pump is not working properly, and I need to get Christian Brothers out here tomorrow to fix the issue. So Christian Brothers is going to come out tomorrow, and they're going to help me with that. Christian Brothers does a great job of helping people with all their plumbing, electric, and AC needs. You can call them at 602-222-3535 for any plumbing, electric, or AC needs. They've been around since 1976. They'll do an absolutely phenomenal job of helping you with your AC unit. If you need a repair or you need a new AC unit, don't trust anybody else. Christian Brothers, since 1976, has been servicing the Valley, almost 50 years of servicing the Valley and helping them, people with their AC, plumbing, and electric needs. If you've got an issue with plumbing, toilet bowl's not flushing properly, or you're not getting hot water in certain areas, or the drains are clogged, have them come out. They've helped me with a lot of my plumbing issues. They helped me with my AC unit, and now I'm using them for an electrical issue that I have. They'll be out tomorrow to take care of that for me. Call Christian Brothers at 602-222-3535 or go to cbrothers.com.
Football is back, and Kilt Lifter from Four Peaks has your game days covered. Enter the Kilt Lifter Kickoff Sweepstakes to win 2025 Cardinals season tickets. Just head to Four Peaks A Street Pub in Tempe, scan the QR code to enter, and enjoy Arizona's award-winning Kilt Lifter.
Fast, reliable, trustworthy, reputable, highly decorated. Those are all words used to describe Parker & Sons, the company you call for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Listen, you need to trust who you let into your home and who you let fix your home, and that's why you call Parker with your sacred space, a company that has served the Valley for 50 years. Call 602-2-REPAIR. That's 602-2, then REPAIR for Parker & Sons.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Monsoons, wild winds, roof destruction, driving rain. Is your roof prepared?
Hi, I'm Lori Clark, owner of Right Way Roofing. We offer free estimates and up to 12 months, same as cash. Let's get your roof ready before the storm strikes. Remember, there's only one way, the right way.
Right Way Roofing, we do it right. We'll always keep you watertight.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your local Valley Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Red Reckoning. The Red Reckoning. Your exclusive home for Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app. Coverage presented by Bud Light. Burns and Gambo talk Cardinals preseason. Now.
Okay, truly, I haven't had a chance to talk with Gambo about this before the show started today, and shame on me, I probably should have.
Shame.
But I can't wait to hear what I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this.
Okay.
So today on ESPN.com.
Yes.
2026 NFL quarterback predictions, 12 teams with questions.
Yeah, I saw that.
You bet, and I saw it too. And you better believe you click on the link on this and you're going to see Kyler Murray's going to get mentioned. Of course he is. Of course we have questions about Kyler Murray. He's the current starter. He's signed through 2027. There's a team option for 2028. It gives you a most likely outcome and a long shot outcome. They say the most likely outcome, Cardinals have a good enough season, maybe even contend for or snag a playoff spot, and they stay the course with Kyler Murray through at least next season. Long shot outcome is that Arizona's season completely collapses. A new regime comes in, decides the best thing for the franchise is to move on at quarterback in the 2026 draft. Murray becomes a candidate to be released or traded. They call that the long shot outcome. In your email today, you tag this with a story about Anthony Richardson and the Colts.
With my own idea.
And his agent having a question about whether the trust tree has been broken between Richardson and the Colts. You have a Gambo original idea here. And your idea is?
It looks like there's going to be a breakup between Richardson and the Colts. My idea is if Kyler Murray does not elevate his game to a level that's satisfactory to the Cardinals organization, the fan base, and everybody else, I wonder if Richardson is a guy you would take a look at. The former number 4 overall pick of the 2023 draft seems to have fallen out of favor. They named Daniel Jones. His camp is not happy at all that he got beat out by Daniel Jones. And, and they don't know about his future. They just don't know about his future there. Now, we're seeing this with a lot of situations, right? Hendrickson and Cincinnati and McLaurin and B-Rob and other places. But, it seems like Anthony Richardson may not be long for Indianapolis. All the stories out there, every one, if you just click on Anthony Richardson, you'll see. Did the Colts fail Anthony Richardson? Anthony Richardson camp has third message for Colts. Agent unsure of Richardson's future with the Colts. Have the Colts quit on Anthony Richardson? On and on and on and on. Mm-hmm. To the point where, okay, this is a kid that was a top 4 pick in the draft. He's got immense talent. I don't like that he begged out of a game last year, but I just wonder if you are going to start over, do you take a chance on a young kid with a lot of potential over some 12-year veteran in the league? Like, I don't want Joe Flacco, okay? I don't want Joe Flacco. I'd rather take the chance of catching lightning in a bottle with a young kid that goes somewhere else. I think Baker Mayfield's a good example of a kid that was still in his prime and ended up being a good quarterback. Guys that were discarded by another team and ended up, that guy's actually really good.
Jared Goff is another with the Detroit Lions.
Jared Goff,
you would put on that list, yeah.
It's a long time ago, and he wasn't there for a long period, but San Diego gave up on Drew Brees to go with Phillip Rivers, and Drew Brees ended up winning a Super Bowl with New Orleans. He was young at the time, and they just decided they liked Rivers better, and they moved on. So my thought was that might be a name to keep an eye on, because if you tell me the Cardinals are going to move on from Kyler Murray, and we all hope that they don't, and we all hope that they have a successful season, and but if for some reason it doesn't work out and they have to move on, your options are a lot of veteran quarterbacks out there that are recycled guys, or And not that they haven't had success with those guys, Kurt Warner and Carson Palmer.
Sure, are two of the most successful quarterbacks in the history of the franchise. And they're guys you're describing, yeah.
But I might I might prefer to take a chance on a younger guy with a lot more upside.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you certainly caught all of our attention when you suggested that in your email. And once again, I think I want to be clear about this, what I'm saying, and I just want to make sure I'm being clear on your behalf. You're not saying you've heard this. This is a Gambo original. This is just kind of you were just kind of spitballing some ideas in your own brain, and you kind of came up with this one.
Well, yeah, so the agent was unhappy with that. I mean, so it looks like it's going towards a breakup.
I think there's a third option that I would prefer better than the two that you mentioned, and that's drafting one next year in the draft. I saw a mock draft today on ESPN that had 6 quarterbacks going in the first round of next year's draft. 6 quarterbacks. Now, not all of them are going to work out. I'm not a fan of Anthony Richardson. I wasn't really a fan. So if we're talking about him specifically, I don't love his skill set. I don't like his injury proneness. He's a guy who makes me very nervous, and I really didn't like him asking out of that game last year either. That was kind of a knock for me. So him specifically, I'm not a huge fan of him, and I don't know if I'd want my organization taking a chance on him. I think drafting a quarterback in next year's draft is the path and the way if you're really going to in case of emergency, break glass on Kyler Murray and make a move. I think that's the way more likely path than trying to rehab a guy like Anthony Richardson.
Well,
that's
you
my
got to
opinion.
You got to hope it's a great quarterback class. With Kyler Murray, you're never going to be one of the bottom 7 or 8 teams. If he's healthy, I don't think that's going to happen. So, if the chance that what are the worst predictions we've seen? 8 wins we saw. We also saw a 6.
We saw 6-11. Yeah, we saw
6-11.
Yeah,
but 6-11 doesn't even get you in the top 7 picks.
No, but if there's 6 quarterbacks taken, I don't think you're going to have the first 6 quarterbacks taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 either in the draft. You might be able to.
I'd rather go draft too. But I'm just saying, if there's 3 great players in the draft, you're either going to have to be aggressive and move up.
Yeah.
Or you're going to miss on those 3 guys, or you're going to have to take a flyer on a second-round guy or a late first-round guy type of thing.
Yeah, it's just I think specifically to this player, I'm not a big Anthony Richardson guy. He just doesn't. He's a guy that I think has a real questionable kind of skill set, but it's an interesting idea, especially when kind of coupled with this idea that like what we all think it could be decision time for Kyler Murray and the organization in the offseason. When we come back on the Burns and Gambo show, we've got the Phoenix Children's Hospital Give-a-thon going on right now. The kids cannot wait. The need is, as always, very great. You can become a champion of hope today, and we'll tell you how next on the Burns and Gambo show.
When we feel divided, we look to something that can bring us together. It's time to do something powerful and meaningful for kids who need your help.
The scariest part was I had a low blood sugar seizure. And so all of my muscles started tightening and constricting.
Keep listening to hear how you can make a difference for Arizona kids and families. The Give-a-thon is presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y Refi.
Hard to believe I've lived here for almost 30 years, and I have been shopping at Sanderson Ford ever since I moved to the Valley. First heard about Sanderson Ford from the late, great Al McCoy, and me and my wife have always shopped Sanderson Ford. Like my good buddy Luis Gonzalez, we shop Sanderson Ford. Why? Well, size matters. They've got over 65 acres of cars, 2 service departments, a giant parts warehouse, a collision and custom shop. And when you go in for an oil change or to get new tires, you can stop at the unbelievable Starliner Diner and have a great meal. They are America's most awarded Ford dealership for complete customer satisfaction. They always treat you right with no hassle, no pressure, and no nonsense. Get real Labor Day deals and save over $10,000 on the new Bronco Badlands or purchase a new Escape for only $23,995. Plus, both offers include a 2-year, 25,000-mile premium maintenance plan. It's no secret the best place to buy a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. They're on 51st Avenue in Glendale, just south of Glendale, or online at sandersonford.com. Sanderson Ford, proud partners of your Arizona Diamondbacks.
Low T, start for free. Guys, if you feel sluggish, lack energy, or having trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. The solution, testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. We're not talking supplements here. Nothing boosts your T levels like real testosterone. You'll have more energy, better focus, and it'll boost your sex drive. Book your free video consultation today, and we'll waive the startup fee. Gain muscle, burn fat, and lose the dad bod with testosterone. Available only by prescription at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Struggling with ED? You're not alone, and we can help. At Spark Men's Health, 87% of men see lasting results on their very first visit, or it's absolutely free. No gimmicks, just real lasting solutions tailored to you. Get back to the man you know you are. Call now, because confidence shouldn't wait. Call at 480-550-8579. Results are no cost at 480-550-8579.
Luke Lipinski back to tell you about Orchard. Imagine finding your dream home and then just moving in right away. No waiting around to sell your old place first. None of that. Sounds perfect, right? Well, that's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now, sell the old one later. It is the best possible way to do this. It's so much less stressful than the other way. Here's how it works. Orchard's going to give you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting around, no showings, no double moves, no living your life on the schedule of a bunch of strangers. Then the Orchard experts are going to take it from there. They're going to handle repairs on your old home, and they're going to make price-boosting upgrades. So once they're done, a local Orchard agent's going to be able to list and sell your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell, still get top dollar for your home with Orchard. If you're ready to find out how much your home is worth, visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. Figure out what you're working with. That's Orchard.com.
I'm Mitch Vareldis with Trending Now. It's presented by Parker & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. A solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tied it, and a walk-off bloop single by Adrian Del Castillo ended it. The Diamondbacks swiped the series from the clutches of the Guardians with a 3-2 walk-off win in 10 innings this afternoon. Snakes get tomorrow off before they welcome the Guardians' Ohio neighbor. The Cincinnati Reds come to town on Friday. And then following the game, manager Torey Lovullo told the assembled media that Sean Larkin will be removed from his role as third base coach. He will continue his role coaching the infielders. Lovullo went on to say that a replacement for Larkin at third base is to be decided. They have an off day tomorrow, so there's a fair chance they figure it out by then. And that is what's trending now.
Burns and Gambo, afternoons, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
It's Phoenix Children's Hospital Week here on Arizona Sports and KTAR, and we are very happy to report that things so far are going very, very well. We would like things to go even better in our annual fundraiser for one of the great jewels of our community, Phoenix Children's Hospital. And with that in mind, Gambo, we save this for the end of the segment. Hey, call in, here you go, call and donate, whatever. Man, we've got a triple match going on right now until 7 o'clock. So go ahead, Lauren, hit the thing right now.
Triple match. Now is the best time to call 602-933-4567 to donate to PCH. Triple your donation now. It's the Give-A-thon Triple Match.
Gambo, until 7 o'clock tonight, Panda Express is sponsoring this triple match going on right now. You call and become a champion of hope, $20 a month. your 20 becomes 60. Just like that, thanks to Panda Express and the triple match we have going on right now. And all you have to do is make your donation to Phoenix Children's Hospital by calling 602-933-4567, Gambo.
Yeah, and then you sit there and you say, okay, this is the best time to call in when your money gets triple match by Panda Express. We say the kids can't wait, the need is great, and they can't do it alone. But understand this, your donations fund more than 170 programs and services at PCH. 170 programs and services at PCH. So they do a phenomenal job. And every gift counts. I mean, I was looking at some paperwork today. 52 cents buys a diaper, bandage, gauze, meal vouchers, children's activity kits, thermal blankets, therapeutic toys, car seats. It's amazing how far your money can go. Your $20 becomes $60, and trust me, it goes a long way. Plus, your gift is eligible for the Arizona Charitable Tax Credit. It is a tax donation. You can write it off.
Yes, there's that. There's the benefit of getting your choice of a Cobblestone Auto Spa car wash or a Better Buzz coffee gift card.
Wait a second. I give $20 a month and I get something back?
You get
a
something
car
back.
wash or some free coffee?
Some free coffee from Better Buzz. Wow. Most importantly, you are donating to one of the best children's hospitals in the world. There's a kid in that hospital right now who's going to get a bear because of you when you become a champion of hope. So again, triple match right now from Panda Express, up to $100,000, and it's going on until 7 o'clock tonight if you call 602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. It is the best time to call. Call right now and become a champion of hope, as so many people have throughout the course of today, like Eric in Scottsdale, Daniel in Surprise, Jerry in Peoria, Diane in Tempe, Nancy in Santan Valley, Sharon in Phoenix. The list goes on, but we need more. We need to donate to that hospital, and we need to get behind one of the very best in the world. There's no question about that. We also need to tell you about one of our great partners in this endeavor with a great check presentation going down right now. Waymo is here with a check presentation to Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Hi, I'm Amanda Ventura from Waymo, an autonomous driving technology company. We're excited to be part of this year's Give-a-thon. We've been a proud partner of Phoenix Children's for 5 years, supporting the injury prevention program on child passenger safety efforts and bike rodeos. We are honored to be able to present this check in the amount of $20,000. On behalf of Waymo, thank you, Phoenix Children's, for providing world-class care and hope for kids and families when it matters most.
20,000,
awesome.
Gambo, 20,000. Gotta love it.
I'll tell you, every time I see a Waymo with no driver, I take a video of it, or I have my wife video it, and I send it to my cousins in Italy, and they're just blown away. What? What? Okay? Perché? What? Perché?
There's no driver. What are we doing?
No guidari. No, they can't believe it. They just can't believe it. They can't believe there's no driver.
Can you imagine?
Non capisco. Non capisco.
Driverless cars in the streets of Italy. Oh my gosh, that's.
Oh my God, it wouldn't work. I don't know if it would work there. It works here. I don't know if it worked in Italy, man. I just don't know. But it works here, and they do a great job. And I always get a kick out of seeing those the Waymos driving around with no drivers and transferring people around. But congratulations to them. That's an awesome donation.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it. We appreciate the partnership with Waymo and the $20,000 donation. That is awesome. We are continuing to take your phone calls at 602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. Now, we love to tell the stories, and we love to tell you about the successes at Phoenix Children's Hospital and the kids who come in, and the parents are scared, and the kids scared, and all of these resources and all of this fundraising. There's a reason for it, and it is about the kids, and it's about the help they provide the kids. This is a time for another Mattamy Homes story of hope. This is Adina's story.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I am Adina's mom.
And my name is Adolfo, and I am Adina's dad.
My name is Adina, and this is my story.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been.
We are sisters, and we came to Phoenix Children's because we both needed heart transplants.
Probably around 3 years old, they did start to see the disease in her. Their dad had it. Wasn't that enough? Why do both of the girls have to go through it? I mean, as far back as I can remember, they've always been tired. They've always taken more breaks than other kids. Adina more than Andrea.
Whenever I would exercise and I would get chest pains, And then like I would feel dizzy sometimes, so I would have to sit out.
I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes.
We had to look for a new cardiologist. When he did the cath, we get a message from the receptionist. They're both done. They're both in recovery. They'll come out and talk to you.
Anytime that you get pulled into a private room is because it's going to be serious. I've been through the process, but it's very different to have to see your kids go through it and not be able to take any of that pain away.
Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home.
It's already hard waiting for a transplant because you know where it comes from, and then now you're waiting for two people.
What I'm most grateful for is that we didn't even get a chance to sit and wonder, when is her heart gonna come?
I remember getting the call, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the first thing they said, this is the call. It is a heart for Adina. We need you to come in now. There's no waiting.
That phone call never loses power. As soon as you get it, you go into shock.
The minute they wheeled her in, everybody's rushing in. They're like, we're moving quick because the heart doesn't have a lot of time.
I felt pretty scared because you never know what's like gonna happen like in surgery or before. I remember like we prayed and then we like went to the OR.
She cried right before she went in. She was scared if she was gonna wake up.
All I really need is a little good news.
And then you get the text, the heart is good to go, placing the heart now. And so that brings you like a rush of relief. Okay, the heart is in, the surgeon comes out, says everything went well.
It was all okay.
In the future, I want to be a cardiac surgeon. Even before I got the heart transplant, I just like helping people.
Having gone through the surgery, having been on a cardiac floor has really just brought a love for being able to give back and being able to understand the position of others walking through that door and laying on that bed.
Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes.
Phoenix Children's has become our community. I mean, they give back so much, and in order to continue to give back, they need the help of others, of those calling in, of those listening, of those donating.
Changing lives starts with you.
All I really need is a little good news.
Sweet story.
There is nothing in the medical world that fascinates me more than the ability to take a heart out of somebody who's just passed away and give that heart to somebody else that needs it. I'm blown away by it. I just really am.
Yeah, and they just
to think that they can take a heart from somebody else and implant it into a child, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It really is.
And to hear them describe it in a story about all the hectic times during that, you know, when it's going down and how it's got to just
you don't have a lot of time.
No, it's just got to be one of the craziest, most hectic times that you could ever imagine in a lifetime, just waiting for it, and then when it comes, suddenly everybody just springs to life and moves on something like that. It's just great.
I have a daughter that's a doctor, and I don't understand how she's in there with all those surgeries and the cutting. I can never do it. But when you heard Adina say that she wants to be a cardiac surgeon, you know, imagine with everything she's been through, and all the scars and all the cuts and everything that she's been witness to with her own body, that is probably a lot easier for her. But how awesome is that she feels like, I want to give back because this is what kept me alive, so I want to become a cardiac surgeon. Just an outstanding story.
She also mentioned that the animal-assisted therapy program is a big deal to her.
Yeah.
And I saw a tweet today during the morning show from Rachel, who says Winston, and Winston is a dog. Winston is all smiles because he got a shout-out today from his friend Uncle Vince Murata on Bickley and Murata
Oh, my
today.
goodness.
He was so excited to hear Vince and Dan Bickley talking about the animal-assisted therapy program so everyone could hear how amazing it is. And Winston and I often use sports as another way to connect with patients. Winston got involved with the animal-assisted therapy after hearing Give-a-thon testimonials, and he's seen firsthand how impactful his donor support is to programs like. And there's a beautiful picture of Winston, just as happy as could be. It looks like in one of the elevators at Phoenix Children's Hospital, and it's great. Again, this is what, in part, what your money is going towards.
100% donor
pictures like
supported.
Winston. It's great. It's just fantastic. It's so sweet to see, and it's so sweet to hear the story relating to one of the patients there, because it really does help when those animals walk through and you just get to pet a dog for a few minutes, you know?
The animal-assisted therapy program is funded by donors. Without the donations, they don't have this program. And, you know, you can talk all you want about playing games or video games or things like that, or even reading a book. Man, there's nothing like having an animal come up to you and cuddle up to you and just, you know, I love animals. Me and Chelsea love animals. We support a lot of great causes for animals. These dogs and cats are heroes too. because of the ability to put a smile on a kid's face that's really down. These therapy dogs and cats, they have the ability to do that.
So we said it before.
Triple match.
It bears repeating. Lauren?
Triple match. Now is the best time to call 602-933-4567 to donate to PCH. Triple your donation now. It's the Give-A-Thon Triple Match.
602-933-4567. That is the number at the Give-A-Thon phone bank. 602-933-4567. You will be connected with one of our great volunteers down at Phoenix Children's Hospital right now. Gambo, we're not going to do a drum roll. We're not going to announce a final tote until the end of our show. But as of right now, we're sitting just shy of $600,000. We're at $593,000 and some change. We would love to get above $600,000 by the end of this show today. I think we can not only do that, I think we can blow right by $600,000. Never a better time than a triple match right now.
And I'm going to say this. The economy's doing very well right now. There's a lot of businesses out there that are having a good year. This would be a great time for you to get involved. We love the individuals getting involved, becoming a champion of hope, $20 a month. There's no doubt about it. That is what drives this fundraiser, is the people that just become champions of hope. But, man, if you've got a company, a business, you're doing a good job, listen, even if you just go around everybody, hey, let's do a donation for the Phoenix Children's Hospital. We'll bring it over to the radio station, Arizona Sports and KTAR. You can bring it by on Friday. We'll take the donation. We'll be there all day Friday. But if your business is doing well, you're having some success, you feel like, hey, I want to give back to the community too. I'm a part of this community. I've been here for a while. This is a great time for you to get involved as well, and especially now while we are in the midst of a triple match. I want you to call this phone number. Any business out there that's having some success, you're like, you know what? I can afford a few $100. I can afford $500 to the Phoenix Children's Hospital. We've had a good year. We're blessed to have such a good company, and we're doing so well, and the people who supported us. How about you support the Phoenix Children's Hospital and give back to the community? That number is 602-933-4567. We'd really appreciate it. That's 602-933-4567.
The calls have come in. We're firing up the Train Teddy Bear Express right now because many people have called up to become a champion of hope. $20 a month, and we take a teddy bear to one of the kids in the hospital, and that's why the Train Teddy Bear Express is leaving the station right now with teddy bears for the kids at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Once again, the number is 602-933-4567. Triple match until 7 o'clock tonight. When we come back on the Burns and Gambo show, the Big 12 has it opened up even more for ASU with the injury news out of Lubbock. That's next on the Burns and Gambo show. Stay with us.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
What did the strawberry say when it got into an accident? Oh man, I'm in a jam.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Back here with you for Global Credit Union. Global members, they are reaping the benefits of becoming a member of Global Credit Union, doing all their banking at Global Credit Union, the checking accounts, the savings accounts, the loans. It's better than a bank. It's a better way to bank than you're going to find at the bank because you are a member. It's not the banks are answering to Wall Street and stockholders and shareholders. As a member of Global Credit Union, you're answering to you and all the other 750,000 people who make up the membership of Global Credit Union. And as such, there's a real commitment to reducing fees. Global members pay low to no fees on their accounts. Global members get a better interest rate than they can at the bank. Because of all of this, Global members collectively saved $195 million last year. It makes a difference. 10 branches throughout the valley, a super easy-to-use mobile app that puts you in control of your finances. Global has proudly served Arizona for over a decade. Find out why. Explore the benefits of becoming a member at globalcu.org, your world of financial possibilities. Free checking and no monthly maintenance fee. Only apply to core checking accounts. Direct deposit required for early payday. Other fees may apply.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey everybody, Dan Bickley here with Shane O'Hanrahan, GM at Chapman BMW. And Shane, you're not just my friend, you're a friend in the business for every one of our listeners.
That's right, Bick. I take personal pride in all of the listeners coming in, asking for me, and taking a personal interest in their case so that I can find them the right car at the right price. With payments on a new BMW i4 starting at $399, there is a car for everyone's budget at Chapman BMW.
That's Chapman BMW, 2 great locations,
1 great experience.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Your car steering wheel could be a ticking time bomb. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their airbags fired shrapnel at them upon inflating. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffered cuts that required stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. You could be owed money for medical bills and other damages.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
If you could hear Old Spice Fiji Antiperspirant, what would it sound like? First, you'd start with Fiji Antiperspirant's amazing scent of palm trees. Add pure notes of fresh coconut and layer on 24/7 odor and sweat protection. You won't hear any dyes or parabens because with Fiji, you won't have any. So while your regular antiperspirant sounds like this, Old Spice Fiji sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
A new diamond era begins. Desert Diamond Casino White Tanks is now open. An atmosphere sparkling with excitement and top names like the legendary Morton's Steakhouse and signature Starbucks coffee. Best of all, this stunning new destination is right at Loop 303 and Northern Parkway. So come and live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Donna Autumn Nation.
The Burns and Gambo Need to Know Social Poll. Presented by Sanderson Ford.
All right, Lauren is here with today's social media poll question of the day. Lauren, what are we asking the folks this fine Wednesday
Is it
afternoon?
time for a robo third base coach?
The technology does not exist.
Can you imagine if you're the guy that can create that technology?
The technology does not exist.
I've got a robot at third base that will be right 98.75% of the time. I'm hiring him.
Hire him.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Okay, we'll say the opening to today's poll question is, yes, we had a previous poll question, but we thought best not to tempt the Arizona sports gods. I left you and Mitch alone for, 20 minutes?
Oh, God.
Mitch put out a question, not to throw you under the bus, and I came running out. I'm like, Mitch, yeah, let's not do that one. We're gonna catch some flack for that.
Can we hear what it was?
I don't even know what it was, Gambo.
Come on, you got to know what it is.
Right,
you axed it.
Which player could the Cardinals least afford to lose, James Conner or Trey McBride?
It was playing off of your guys' really good conversation.
I felt like we were tempting the gods. Like we just. So I'm like, Mitch, yeah, let's not put that one out there. So I killed it.
Okay, it's fair. It's fair.
Is it?
I don't think it was terrible, but okay.
It's not a bad question, but I felt like we were going to get a little blowback.
Which play could they least afford to lose?
Yeah, we had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And you said Connor, and I think I said McBride.
Yeah.
And I thought either way, we're asking for it.
Either way, we're screwed.
Either way, we're asking. So that's the question we pulled in favor of this one.
Okay.
Exactly, which probably isn't as good of a question. But.
Seasons don't fear the reaper.
So today's real poll question is, who in the NFC West concerns you the most in relation to the Cardinals? Is it the Rams, the Seahawks, or the 49ers?
Rams.
It's the Rams.
It's the Rams.
Yeah.
And it is the Rams. 53% of our audience going with the Rams. 24% both going with Seahawks and 49ers, for what it's worth.
Did you see that ESPN.com mock draft today? The preseason mock draft from, I think, Field Yates. He had the Rams taking Sam Levitt, number 9 overall.
Wow.
We might talk more about that tomorrow. Because no.
Wow, that's so love, bro.
That's so love, bro. That's not love. Sam Levitt in L.A., the division.
Yeah, we don't root for LA teams. It doesn't matter if you're a legend here.
It's really hard.
Gonzo went to LA. We rooted against them.
I did. I rooted.
AJ Pollock went to LA. We rooted against them.
Yeah, it's problematic.
Aeneas Williams went to LA. Eric Hicks went to LA. We rooted against them.
Anybody who went to LA that we rooted, did we root against
No.
Steve Nash? I mean,
yes.
I guess so.
We didn't have to root against him. He was hurt the whole 3 years.
Just they didn't really matter.
No, we got to root against him. He played 4 games for them in 3 years. We'd have to root against them.
That's the poll question. You can find it on the Burns and Gambo X page, at Burns and Gambo. We're almost out of time, but I will mention an injury in the Big 12.
I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it for a minute.
Okay,
here.
1 minute, okay.
Quentin Joyner, Texas Tech running back, who was
not
part
a big deal
of the 22 transfers for the Red Raiders,
not
is
going
to be out for the season with a non-contact injury. Tell me why it's not a big deal.
Well, I mean, last year, Taj Brooks was their main guy last year, and he opted out of the Liberty Bowl against Arkansas. He wasn't going to play in that game for draft purposes, so they played their 2 freshmen, Jacoby Williams and Cameron Dickey. Those guys rushed for 240 yards in that game. They each had 15 carries, 240 yards. They were never going to play the USC transfer all the time anyway. It was going to be a 3-headed monster. So we're going to 3 guys were going to split time. Joyner was going to split time with Williams and Dickey. They were going to have 3 guys that ran the ball, and now they just have 2 guys. So I don't think that they miss a beat. I think that they're going to be fine. They've got 2 kids that were freshmen last year, that are sophomores this year, that tore it up in that game against Arkansas. They were both great. These are really good running backs. I think they'll be fine.
Okay, that is some people think it might shift the power of balance in the Big 12 because the power of balance is so balanced, right? And it might not take a lot to tip the scales one way or another.
To put it. The power of balance is very balanced.
The balance, the path, it is very balanced right now. And all it takes is one player or two that maybe kind of tips the scales a little bit. We'll see how big of a deal that is or not. ASU does play Texas Tech this season on October 18th. That game is in Tempe. When we come back on the Burns and Gambo show, in the words of Abbott and Costello, I don't know is on third. That's next on the Burns and Gambo show.
Help Arizona kids and families. Text the word GIVE to 620-620 to help. The KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-a-thon. Presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Ry-Refi.
When the time comes, I want you to keep JLC Roofing in mind. It might not be today, and it might not be tomorrow, and it might not even be next month. But at some point in your home owning experience, you're going to need to replace your roof because roofs don't last forever. 15 years maybe? But you need to replace your roof. If you don't, you end up with a lot of problems because if your roof fails, then kind of everything fails. The water gets through, the heat, the dampness, all of that just gets through. All of a sudden, you've got a gigantic problem. You're calling your homeowner's insurance policy. You're putting in a claim. It's a lot of money. Your home insurance goes up forever. It's just not worth it. It's time. When it comes time to replace your roof, JLC Roofing offers our listeners $1,500 off a full replacement roof. $1,500 off. When you mention me or the radio station, I listen to Burns and Gambo, I listen to Arizona Sports. I can't stand Gambo, but I want to say $1,500. Well, however you got to say it. It saves you $1,500, and I'm happy to do that because you're a listener to this show. You can save $1,500 when it comes time to replace your roof. Now, you need things to know. JLC Roofing, second largest roofer in Arizona, family-owned. You're going to want to give your business to them. Third-generation roofers. They didn't sell out to some big company. It's been in a family forever, and they do a great job. So call them at 602-ROOFING. That's 602-ROOFING, or go to jlcroof.com.
Hey everybody, Dan Bickley here, and last year during the heat of summer, I had an air conditioning bill of $666, and I thought it was proof that we live in purgatory. In reality, that obscene bill arrived because my windows are shot, and I cannot wait to get them replaced by Advanced Window Products, a great company co-owned by former Utah great and NFL linebacker Nate Orchard, and the highest-rated window company in Arizona. They also offer the most affordable high-quality custom windows in the state, and they can do all of this because there is no middleman. They have their own factory in the valley. They build it, they install it, they guarantee it for life. And get this, Advanced Window Products currently running a great summertime special. Buy 10 or more windows, and you'll get $2,500 off. So do what I'm doing. Call now and beat the rush. 480-764-2002 or visit advancedwindows.com. Fast, reliable, trustworthy, reputable, highly decorated. Those are all words used to describe Parker & Sons, the company you call for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Listen, you need to trust who you let into your home and who you let fix your home, and that's why you call Parker with your sacred space, a company that has served the Valley for 50 years. Call 602-2-REPAIR. That's 602, the number 2, then REPAIR for Parker & Sons.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, it's Vince Marotta here for Earnhardt Ford in Chandler. That's where my buddy John Nissen, the GM at Earnhardt Ford, and his team are keeping the deals rolling now through Labor Day. First, what do you think it'll cost you to roll out in a brand new Ford? How about zero? Yeah, zero. And not just now, 90 days down the road. That's right. With approved credit, you get 0% APR financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. And all this is available on Ford's most popular models, 2024 and 25 Mustangs, Escapes, F-150s, even 2025 Lightnings, and 2024 Expedition and Bronco models. The list goes on. Plus, buy now and get a Ford Protect 2-year, 25,000-mile premium maintenance plan at no charge. That's another 0 out of pocket. Just stop in and tell them I sent you. They've got the no-bull deals you've been looking for, or shop online 24/7 at EarnhardtFord.com.
Most new vehicles include the No Bull Protection Package as an added benefit. $699 for cars and SUVs, $1598 for trucks. After all applicable offers. For well-qualified customers through Ford Credit, plus tax, title, license, and $599 doc fee. See dealer for details. Offers in 9/30/25.
KMBP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
I'm Mitch Vareldis with Trending Now. It's presented by Parker & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. A solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tied it, and a walk-off bloop single by Adrian Del Castillo ended it. The Diamondbacks swiped the series from the clutches of the Guardians with a 3-2 walk-off win in 10 innings this afternoon. Snakes get tomorrow off before they welcome the Guardians' Ohio neighbor the Cincinnati Reds on Friday. And then following the game, manager Torey Lovullo told the assembled media that Sean Larkin will be removed from his role as third base coach. He will continue his role coaching the infielders. Lovullo went on to say that a replacement for Larkin at third base is to be decided. This report is brought to you by the Desert Institute for Spine Care. Disc physicians are the leaders in the valley for minimally invasive spine care. If you have neck or back pain, check us online on sciatica.com, or you can call 602-944-2900. Enjoy life again.
Hey, it's Wolf. Which Cardinals players have the most on the line in Saturday's preseason finale? We'll discuss tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's Wolf and Luke on Arizona Sports.
The 1-0. Swung on and driven deep to left field, and this game is tied. 2-2 game bottom, Ken Smith at third. First pitch. Dell floats one out into shallow left. Racing in is Quan. He slides and can't get there. Smith scrambles home. D-backs win.
Mike Farron with the call. The game that happened today at Chase
Good
Field.
win.
Yeah, good win.
Good win.
Good win.
Brandon Pfaadt pitched extremely well.
Pitched very well.
And I'm happy that he didn't get the loss because he pitched well enough to get the win.
Yeah.
Lourdes Gurriel with the heroics. We've said that a few times this month
Said
with
it
the
last
heroics.
night with a 2-run single last night.
Yeah.
It was a very entertaining game that they played last night in the win. They get the series victory today, taking 2 out of 3 from the Cleveland Guardians. And yeah, Adrian Del Castillo with the game winner in the 10th. Lourdes Gurriel with the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th. It was dramatic. It was fun. It was all that
win
stuff.
series. Just, you know what?
Yeah,
Play
just-
hard, win
sure.
series.
No doubt. No
You
doubt.
know, well,
And last night
hope
was
that Corbin Carroll gets some more triples.
I'm telling you, last night was, I think, one of the most fun games they've played all year. That was a really entertaining baseball game to watch. I was
very
at
at that
enjoyed
game,
it.
and I did enjoy. I was at that game, and I very much enjoyed that game. And you know, it's good to be. Listen, I want to see them win baseball games and win series and play hard and things like that. So I thought we were going to be talking today about a brutal loss because of their third base coach, and they end up winning the game.
Well, you know, it's funny because we're still talking about the third base coach because that is the news of the day when it comes to the Diamondbacks. It's not the series win against the Guardians. It's that immediately after the game, Torey Lovullo announced the dismissal of third base coach Sean Larkin. Here's what he had to say about it today.
I decided to remove Sean Larkin from third base. He's going to continue to take on his infield duties. I'm watching our infielders work hard and practice hard and have some really good results. But, you know, Sean's taken on a lot. It's a big responsibility over there at third base. I've tried to express to you guys the difficulties of it. But at this point in time, I just felt like the best thing for this ball club, for him, and for us moving forward is to make this decision. I know you want to know what some of the contingencies are, who's coming in. I don't know what's going on. I just made that decision as I was watching this game today that for the best interest of him and this team, that's what needed to happen.
Yeah, they started considering this last night, talking about whether they would make a change at third base coach. During the game, I tweeted out, I can't see this lasting much longer. I wouldn't be shocked if they make a change for the next series, kind of like a wink-wink thing, because something has to give. I thought it was going to be today, but I was pretty sure during the game that this was going to be it. So I said, I can't see this lasting much longer. Wouldn't be shocked if they make a change for the next series. And they had no choice. Alex Thomas cannot be thrown out at home plate with no outs in that situation. Ketel Marte up next, gets a base hit. You just cannot continue to make these blunders, these base-running blunders. And the third base coach is responsible single-handedly for probably about 7 or 8 baseball games that the Diamondbacks lost because of his just inability to get a good read on the ball between the throws, the runner, and having a lot of guys thrown out at home plate. He has cost this team about 7 or 8 baseball games.
And what's funny to me is, of the list, and when we were trying to get you connected there from home, of the list of Sean Larkin decisions, I don't even know if today's was the most egregious of the bunch. The outfielder fell down. I mean, at least you can make an argument of like it took an absolute perfect bang play to get Thomas at home plate.
But you got no Marte's up next, and you got to know there's nobody
I
out.
understand that. But when you see the outfielder down on the ground, you're probably thinking, okay, here's a chance to sneak one through. I'm just saying that if we were to compare all of the decisions Sean Larkin made and held them up side by side, this is probably not the one that jumps off the page the most when you see the outfielder on the ground. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. I mean, McCarthy the other day would have walked home. I mean, how many times did Suarez get thrown out at home plate?
Exactly, and that's the stuff. I guess what strikes me as interesting about this is that you had suggested that you more than suggested. You tweeted, "Hey, this might happen today." The way Torrey announced it today, I mean, it's kind of an unconventional thing anyway, and Bob Nightingale used that word, and he's not wrong. It's an unconventional thing to let your third base coach go with 5 weeks to go in the season, and I'm not saying that makes it wrong. But to do it and then to just be kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do at third base. You know, you have the off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could have waited to announce this Friday before the game when you have your media availability against the Reds to say, hey, we've thought about it. We made a decision. It's going to be this guy, and it's not going to be Sean Larkin. When you do it the way Torrey did it today, it very much sounds like that's it. I'm fed up. We can't take any more. He's gone. I don't know what we're going to do at third base.
Do we have the sound? I'd love to hear the sound. Do we have that sound?
Of Lavello?
Of Lavello?
The one I just played? You may play it again? Yeah, I just played it. Let me play it again for you.
Okay.
I decided to remove Sean Larkin from third base. He's going to continue to take on his infield duties. I'm watching our infielders work hard and practice hard and have some really good results. But, Sean's taken on a lot. It's a big responsibility over there at third base. I've tried to express to you guys the difficulties of it. But at this point in time, I just felt like the best thing for this ball club, for him, and for us moving forward is to make this decision. I know you want to know what some of the contingencies are, who's coming in. I don't know what's going on. I just made that decision as I was watching this game today that for the best interest of him and this team, that's what's needed.
It's that last part. It's that you want to know what's going on.
Costello. I don't
know what's going on.
Who's on third? Who's on third?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Who's on third? Who's on first? Yeah. Who was on third? Was it who? Who was on third or who's on first?
I don't know who was on third.
I don't know.
It was
I don't know who's on third.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, listen, we could have R2D2 or C3PO or whoever your favorite robot is playing third base, and that's better than Sean Larkin.
But that doesn't exist.
My wife is pointing to herself right now, saying I can do it.
Yeah, maybe she.
You would be better. You would be better than Sean Larkin. You've been to enough baseball games where you'd be able to judge whether he'd be able to score, honey.
My point is, Scambo's working from his living room right now, if you can't tell. The point is whether this decision was made last night or today because of the decision that was made to send Alek Thomas home. In the way it was announced, it sounds very haphazard. It sounds very almost spur of the moment. Hey, you know what? We just decided we had enough. We can't take it anymore. And that's fine if that's what they decided, but not having a succession plan, I just think sounds weird. It sounds a little unprepared for the moment when you're going to announce that you're getting rid of the third base coach, but you're not going to say what you're going to do to replace him. It sounds very spur of the moment. It doesn't make it wrong. It just sounds like you really didn't have a plan here with this one. That's all.
I'm sure there's a lot of companies that have just fired somebody out of just sheer annoyance and had no idea what they were going to do. Now what do I do?
Probably. And you know what? I don't know if that's the best
strategy.
strategy.
Walk out of a restaurant because you're not happy with it, and you're like, but where do we go now?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best strategy. Here's more Lavello post-game. If he noticed a point where Sean Larkin's confidence was starting to waver.
Yeah, to be honest with you, for sure. I know him well. I know the body language and demeanor, and I think it was chipping away at him for sure. And the one thing is he didn't let it affect his daily grind with the infielders. I just think when the game started, there was a little bit of doubt and curiosity as to the timing. Couldn't quite get on a roll or figure it out.
So yeah, he said he noticed it.
Yeah.
He saw the confidence was starting to waver a little bit.
Yeah, I felt last night that that the decision was very, very close. That they were going to discuss it and figure out what to do. I thought it could have been today, and then I was trying to check on it this morning. About three or four times I checked. Hey, is Larkin going to be the third base coach today? I tried to check, and I really wasn't getting any answers back. So I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going to make the change today. But the second he made that blunder, that's when I tweeted out that, hey, don't be surprised if there's a new third base coach for the next series.
When we come
but
back,
we don't know who it is.
We don't know who it's going to be, but and it's not
Chelsea
gonna be,
Gambadoro,
no, it's not
third base coach.
It's not, I know this. It's not going to be a robot. It's not going to be Chelsea. I hope that doesn't break her heart back there at your house.
Mr. Fred?
What? No, it's not going to be Mr. Fred either. When we come back on the Burns and Gambo show, how does the GM of the Diamondbacks view Ketel Marte and his organization? You'll hear what Mike Hazen had to say this afternoon next on the Burns and Gambo show.
The Arizona Cardinals host the Las Vegas Raiders Saturday for the third and final preseason game. Cutdown day comes Tuesday, so this is the last look some players will get as they fight to make the final 53. We begin pregame at 3:30 Saturday afternoon. The home of Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The Lund Mortgage team, they've done such a great job for me over the years. I continue to highly recommend them to everybody for all of their mortgage needs. Refinance, new home loan, pre-approved for a mortgage. You know, a lot of times it's good to have a plan. Matt Oliver from the Lund Mortgage team put me in a 15-year mortgage a while ago, and now my mortgage is about paid off. And we looked at the rates on 30 years and 15 years and said, okay, what's your plan? When do you want to retire? You want to be done with the house payment? Okay, yeah. So he put me into a 15-year mortgage plan, and now my house is just about paid off. And just smart. Having somebody that can just understand what your needs are, what your goals are, is going to help you with all your mortgage needs. Refinance, new home loan, pre-approved for a mortgage. They'll do a great job for you. They're local, only here in Arizona, over 30 years of experience, helping a lot of people get pre-approved for a market absolutely free, for a mortgage absolutely free, just by giving them a call. 623-889-0130. That's 623-889-0130. Or go online at lundmortgage.com.
Summer plays on with Toyota's national sales event with best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs like the popular Camry and RAV4 or the rugged and dependable Tacoma or Tundra. Visit any one of the 10 Valley Toyota dealers or valleytoyotadealers.com today.
All right, Basinonians, Presidential Pools and Spas and the Arizona Diamondbacks are giving away a pool, and you could win. It's the Summer Pool Giveaway by Presidential Pools and Spas. One winner will win a stunning new pool with Pentair equipment and beautiful decking, perfect for endless summer fun. Enter now by visiting dbacks.com/splash for more details. That's dbacks.com/splash and win a new pool from our partners, Presidential Pools and Spas, voted Arizona's #1 pool builder.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dan Bickley here with Mike Freeland, owner of Turf Monsters. And Mike, so many people rave about the quality of your work. What's your secret?
It's very simple, Dan. We're accountable. We do what we say we're going to do, and we do it right the first time. We're a one-stop shop that builds everything in your backyard from the pool tiles up. At Turf Monsters, we take great pride in our customers, and our finished products is what separates us from our competitors. We have the #1 installers in the Valley, and we're the #1 company for a reason.
Check out their work and schedule your free estimate online at turfmonstersaz.com.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here on such short notice. This place isn't bugged, is it?
Bugged? Wait, Jamie, what's going on?
It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
That's all I paid for it.
I think I need to get back to you on that.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I do now.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you've always wanted, plus America's best warranty at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. The guilt is real, but so is the savings.
Listen, I don't want to get in your business, but if that's all she paid for it, I'll have what she's having.
It's a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your local Valley Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Here are the top 3 headlines on ArizonaSports.com presented by Y-Refi. I'm Kevin Zimmerman. D-backs GM Mike Hazen told Wolf and Luke that you win with superstars like Ketel Marte, and the D-backs are not blind to an imperfect clubhouse. Adrian Del Castillo delivers a walk-off single to beat the Guardians, and Mark Grace deserves his spot in the Baseball Hall of Fame, writes Dan Bickley. Those are the top 3 headlines on ArizonaSports.com presented by Y-Refi.
And it's the top headline on ArizonaSports.com presented by Y-Refi that we want to dig a little deeper into. Mike Hazen, as part of the weekly front office focus segment that we do with the Diamondbacks, was a guest of the Wolf and Luke show today at 11:45, right before we cut away for Diamondbacks baseball. And as you would expect, Gambo, a lot of conversation about Ketel Marte during that interview and the situation and how it's gone down the last week or so. This is a shorter version of the cut that we played earlier on Ketel's future in Arizona. This is Mike Hazen on with Wolf and Luke earlier today.
We didn't play very well for the first 3 months of the season. We played very poorly defensively, and we didn't pitch very well. And we sustained 3 significant injuries. So where this lays down at his feet and where it's coming from now is a little bizarre to me. I'm not ignoring the inconsistencies with some of the things that have happened. He's addressed those things. We've addressed those things with him. And we're not blind to having an imperfect clubhouse and an imperfect roster. So I'm saying that as politely as I can to let you know we're well aware of the challenges. I'm also in a job, in a position to put players on the field that can win you baseball games, because ultimately that's what this comes down to. So we are going to put the best team on the field every single day we can, and that mix of talent, clubhouse, makeup, which we value a ton, is all going into that. And ultimately, we'll be in charge of making those decisions moving forward from today and beyond.
He also pointed out that Ketel Marte was one of the best players on the field 2 years ago when they were in the World Series, and then he had that amazing postseason, and he's one of the best players in Major League Baseball, which is all true. Absolutely
He's a great player.
True. Yes.
He's a great player. He's not the easiest guy to manage. You know, I mean, he's a very sensitive kid. His highs are highs, his lows are lows. You do have to manage him differently. And I'm sure there's a lot that Mike is not saying about this situation,
I'm sure.
and that they're just going to keep to themselves about it. And some of it gets out and leaked, and a few of us know a lot of the stuff that's going on, but nobody's doubting that Ketel Marte is a great player, and he's one of the truly great players in the game. He's a tough guy because, like, if you go hard on Marte, he doesn't respond well to that. He more shuts down. He kind of shuts down, goes into a little bit of a shell. It's like, if you had a kid and Lavella was talking about this, how you treat kids differently, right? Some kids you can get on them and they respond very well, and some just shut down. They just go into a shell. And Ketel's kind of like that. He is a sensitive guy, and if you get on him constantly about things, then you're more likely to lose him than get the most out of him. So, they're just trying to get through day by day, week by week, month by month, season by season with Martel. He's been the same player for 9 years. This isn't anything new. This just didn't happen 2 or 3 years ago. They've had it with other players in the organization too. Greinke was a little odd like that. So you just got to figure out how to manage them. They think that they had it down, and they've done a good job with it for a long time. They've gotten the most out of Marte. Maybe other organizations wouldn't have got as much out of Marte as the Diamondbacks did. But it all kind of came to a head with the whole All-Star game.
Oh, no doubt.
And him deciding that I just want to get out of here, and I'm not going to tell anybody, and I'm going to go to the Dominican Republic, and I'm going to have myself a little vacation, and I'm going to miss a couple of games, and that'll just be it because I'm going to take some days off. And that's where really a big push came to shove, because now it's like, okay, a lot of us know about what's going on here, and we know it's not right, and the organization knows about it, and they know it's not right. But if you go too hard on Ketel and he shuts down, so it became a difficult situation to manage.
And I think, at least for me, the clear takeaway and that comes from all this is that it's just obvious, listening to Mike, how delicate of a balancing act this all is for him. And how you're right, they've made it work now for a few years, but it did really come to a head with not only what happened in the last week of last season when he took that day off against the Giants, but in the days off that he took this year. And the balancing act is keeping Cattell productive and happy, keeping the other 25 guys in the room productive and happy, keeping, everybody kind of in balance. And I don't know if the spinning plates, if it's getting to be a little too much for Mike and a plate is going to fall and it's going to break and they're going to have to make some sort of decision when it comes to this. I'm not in a rush to see Cattell Marte not be on this team. They're a much better baseball team with him than they are without him. It sounds like they need to have some more conversations with Cattell about making sure he understands, yes, there are days you can take off.
Yeah.
Let's have a better understanding of when those days are, and then an understanding with the players. And Mike has said it, and Torrey has said it. There are different rules for different guys. There are different ways to treat different guys. That's life. That's how it goes in a baseball clubhouse. That's how it goes in a business. It's not fair. But I'm not the purveyor of all things that are fair here. I'm just trying to make this function and make it so we can win games. And I have a lot of respect for how Mike is trying to deal with this situation, because it does not sound like it's an easy one to deal with.
No, you just want it to go away. You just want the whole thing to go away. Look, Marte's a fan favorite. My kid, when the Serpientes jerseys came out, the beautiful jerseys, and me and you have one, I took him over to Just Sports. He got himself a Cattell Marte jersey. He could have had, I think, Marte or Carroll. He wanted Marte. So we got him at Just Sports. They had him. We got the Marte one because that's like he loves Marte, and a lot of people do. He's a great player. I was speaking with an MLB player just the other day about the situation, and he said, "Look, and I'm not going to mention the player of the team because when I was with this team, we had a player who seemed to have different rules than everyone else, similar to Cattell." Where no one felt like they could hold him accountable for anything because he'd shut down or you'd catch a lot of crap from the higher ups. It wrecked our clubhouse.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Now, I think that Cattell has very little impact, if any, on the clubhouse. I think he leaves everybody alone, and they leave. I'm in that clubhouse a lot. I was there last night. I think Cattell stays to himself. And I think everybody else, I think they have, they don't really bother with Cattell, and he doesn't really bother with them.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't know if that wrecks the clubhouse or not.
I think where it's got the potential to wreck the clubhouse is if the other 25 guys see that there's a completely different set of standards by which Cattell Marte is held to, and if there's enough resentment that builds up to that over time, then Cattell can keep to himself all he wants. It's not going to matter. The other 25 guys are going to feel like, hey, he is just being held to a different standard than we are, and that's where, again, the spinning plates, one of them falls and crashes to the ground if you're not careful.
Look, there were a few Diamondback players that got traded, okay? And make no mistake about this, there was at least one of them that felt very betrayed by Cattell not being there and not showing up as they were trying to fight for their playoff lives and to win baseball games, and then to not be there and not be there the next day and that type of thing. So, I think there are guys.
That's where it matters.
There are guys that were affected by that, and I think it hurt them deeply that Marte didn't care enough to be there.
Yep, and that's where Mike Hazen's got to. Clearly, Cattell Marte has to give a little bit on this one. Clearly, he does. And then the leadership of the team, player-wise, has to decide if Cattell has given enough in terms of apologies and concessions and the need to change and maybe the need to adapt some of his behavior. They need to be comfortable with that for this all to coexist. And that's a lot. It's a lot to ask of everybody in the room when it's blown up to this level and it's become this much of the conversation.
It's worth trying. It's worth trying to make it work.
Absolutely. He's just too good of a player. He's too good of a player not to. Take us with you wherever you go. If you cannot catch our show live, you can find us on demand on the Arizona Sports app, arizonasports.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Burns and Gambo Show podcast is brought to you by Y-Refi. Don't let private student loan debt ruin your life. Go to yrefi.com. That's YREFY.com. We're in the middle of a triple match right now for Phoenix Children's Hospital. We'll tell you why now is the best time to call and make a donation to this wonderful jewel of our community, and that is next on Arizona Sports.
Bickley and Marana mornings.
Man, you want to talk about the definition of one-sided. And I know it's 2s, 3s, and 4s playing against each other.
Yeah.
But their 2s, 3s, and 4s were superior in every way.
To the point where it's almost alarming, Vinny.
Yeah.
Again, this is just preseason football. It's just practice, so you really limit the conclusions you make. But 562 to 135 in a yardage difference, that's alarming. And I don't care what level of football you're playing and whether it counts or not. It's competition. And the 2s and 3s of Broncos versus the 2s and 3s of us wasn't much of a battle.
Bickley and Murata, mornings on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
I like to call it, when you're walking back to your car after you get a haircut, right? And you sit down in the driver's seat and you look at the rearview mirror. You point it at yourself and you look at your haircut, and the first thing you think is, "Oh man, I can't wait for that to grow out. What a mistake! That was bad. That was really, really bad. I need it to grow out. I'm going to wear a hat for the next 3 weeks until my hair grows out." I have never once had that conversation with myself sitting in the car after I've walked out of a V's barbershop. Not once. And I've been going to V's loyally for the last 25, 26 years since they've been in business. When I'm telling you the best barbers in town, some of the best barbers in the country work at V's, I'm not messing around. Some of the very best work at V's, and you'll know it the minute you go. You just don't have to worry about getting a bad haircut. Yeah, there are other great things about V's. The hot lather shave, the timeless experience, taking your son there for the big boy haircut when he's little, all of that stuff is great. At the end of the day, you want a great haircut? You got the best barbers in town working at V's. You're going to get a great haircut. Walk in today or book online by going to vbarbershop.com the next time you need a haircut at V's.
At Spark Men's Health, we treat ED differently. Instant, lasting solutions tailored to you. 87% of our patients see results on their very first visit, or it's free. That's the Spark Guarantee. Reignite your confidence, your performance, your life. Book now at sparkmenshealth.com or call 480-550-8579. Again, 480-550-8579.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Your car steering wheel could be a ticking time bomb. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their airbags fired shrapnel at them upon inflating. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffered cuts that required stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. You could be owed money for medical bills and other damages.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Ooma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Oh, the Labor Day sale is on at Brooklyn Bedding. Everything in store and online is 25% off now through August 25th. There's the best-selling Aurora Cloud Pillow Top, comfort and value with advanced cooling technology, and the budget-friendly signature hybrid Cloud Pillow Top. Superior comfort at a factory direct price. You work hard, Basin Orleans, and you deserve to sleep easy during the Labor Day sale at Brooklyn Bedding. For the best sleep ever, get the best mattress ever at Brooklyn Bedding.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
Are you afraid of running out of money in retirement? If so, you're not alone. In fact, studies show it's people's #1 concern, but there is a solution. Canvas Annuity offers a retirement savings product with one of the most competitive crediting rates in the country, up to 6.2% per year. The best part is you can get access to these industry-leading rates online in a few simple steps by visiting canvasannuity.com. Great rates, simple online products.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-475-1818. That's 800-475-1818.
I'm Mitch Varel. With Trending Now. It's presented by Parker & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. A solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tied it, and a walk-off bloop single by Adrian Del Castillo ended it. The Diamondbacks swiped the series from the clutches of the Guardians with a 3-2 walk-off win in 10 innings this afternoon. Snakes are off tomorrow before they welcome the Guardians' Ohio neighbor. The Cincinnati Reds come to town on Friday. And then following the game, manager Torey Lovullo told the assembled media that Sean Larkin will be removed from his role as third base coach. He will continue his role coaching the infielders. Lovullo went on to say that a replacement for Larkin at third base is to be decided. This report is brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Sanderson is the #1 Ford dealership in Arizona for sales and customer satisfaction. It's located on 51st Avenue, just south of Glendale, and online at sandersonford.com.
Burns and Gambo, afternoons, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
And if you missed it, we're in the middle of a triple match between now and 7 o'clock.
What does that mean, Burnsy?
That means your money becomes tripled when you donate. When you call the Give-A-thon phone bank at 602-933-4567. It means that when you call and say, I want to be a champion of hope, and I want to donate $20 a month to Phoenix Children's Hospital, your $20 becomes $60 just like that, as we are in the middle of a triple match from Panda Express until 7 o'clock tonight. So now is the best time to call. 602-933-4567. That's 602-933-4567. That's what it means, Gambo, right there.
I'm ready, yeah, and this is a great time to call because that match is triple. The kids can't wait. The need is great, and they can't do it alone. 170 programs and services at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Donators, they fund those, including, as we talked about, the dogs and the cats coming through, right? The animal therapy. The kids love that, and that is completely funded by donations. There are new kids coming into the hospital every single day, Burnsy. There are kids that came in today that weren't there yesterday. There are kids that are coming in tomorrow that aren't going to be there today, and that's why it's important that we continue to help Phoenix Children's Hospital and raise as much money for them as we can.
Currently, in the main campus there on Thomas and the 51, there are 302 children who are inside Phoenix Children's Hospital right now, which means there are countless parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and grandparents who are scared to death right now. There are 58 kids alone in the emergency room. There are 42 very small children at NICU, 23 kids in the PICU, 8 in behavioral health right now. The Arrowhead campus has 11 in the ER. The Avondale campus has 12 in the ER. Yes, the need is absolutely great because, as you've said, when you become a champion of hope and you give the $20 a month and the triple match is awesome, we love it. Thank you, Panda Express. But at the basic core of it, those 302 kids that are in that hospital, the goal is always to make sure every single one of them has a bear. And I'm holding up the bear right now for those of you watching on the YouTube video right now, that every single one of them has a bear just like this that they can hold in their arms. It's going to provide even just a little bit of comfort for them during this awful, scary time that they're going through right now. You would be amazed how much this little bear right here helps put a smile on a child's face, and you can be responsible for that smile. You can be the one who puts that smile on that kid's face by becoming a champion of hope right now at 602-933-4567. Gambo, this bear has a lot of power at that hospital. It's amazing. You've seen it, and so have I.
Yeah, there's no doubt when you give a child a bear and the smile on their face, and they hold the bear and they hug the bear and they go to sleep with the bear, and from the time we were all kids, right? I mean, just a stuffed animal means so much, and I think all of my kids and have had stuffed animals, and they still have a lot of those stuffed animals, but giving a bear to a child in a hospital means so much. Now, there's over 300 kids in the hospital right now. We want to give every one of them a bear. We can't do it unless you become a champion of hope. If you become a champion of hope, we do send a bear up with your name on it. I mean, your name. You are the one that is giving the child the bear, not only making the donation of $20 a month, but the bear goes up in your name. But like you said, there are going to be more kids tomorrow that come in that we're going to want to give a bear to. And then Friday, the day we're there are going to be more kids that come in on Friday. And we're going to make sure every one of those kids has a bear as well. So it's a big project, but we are up for it.
One of our great partners in this endeavor, Avison Young, and they are here with a check presentation for Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Hello, this is James DeCramer with Avison Young. I'm extremely excited to be a part of this year's Give-a-thon. I've been a proud partner of Phoenix Children's for 3 years now, and I am honored to be able to present this check for $22,380. Again, on behalf of Avison Young, this is James DeCramer, and I just want to thank Phoenix Children's again for providing world-class care and hope for kids and families that need it.
James,
thanks so much.
We appreciate you, James. Thank you very much from Avison Young. We appreciate that very, very much. $22,000 donation.
$22,380. Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts, Gambo. Every dollar counts. It's time now for a story of hope from Phoenix Children's Hospital, from Mattamy Homes. This is Axel's story.
Hi, my name is Felisa.
And my name is Josh.
We are from Maricopa, Arizona.
Our son's name is Axel, and we came to Phoenix Children's because Axel had neuroblastoma.
The flowers in my hallway died 2 weeks ago.
We had twins. They had just turned 2. One day, all of a sudden, we came home from work and he couldn't walk. So I took him to Phoenix Children's emergency room. They came back an hour later and they introduced themselves as oncologists. They originally found the tumor on his adrenal gland, and along with that, they had found multiple other tumors, and it had spread all throughout his body.
They say time heals all wounds. Is it ever enough? I wanna learn how to cope, wanna learn how to love.
His surgeon was a complete miracle worker. She told us it was going to be a very, very high-risk operation. He came in that day. He stood in the waiting room directing traffic with his cowboy boots, his little gown, and his wand. And he came out of it, no complications. They removed the tumor 100%.
I used to be the strong one, now this has got me broke.
We were scheduled for a bone marrow transplant. It got postponed. It turns out that extra month gave us our last month to be with him. When he went through the bone marrow transplant, you get extremely harsh chemo, and the chances of Axel or a child passing away during this routine is 5%, and he was in that 5%. The fluid buildup was around his heart, and eventually his heart stopped.
Oh, I've been trying to hold on, but I'm falling apart. Tell me, can you die from a broken heart?
I froze, and I just sat there. When they were doing CPR, they told us that he could still hear us. So we just told him how proud we were, just how much of a fighter he was.
My heart ripped out of my chest when I had to let go of him. I think we may have been in there 3 hours, and it felt like 10 minutes. And I just rocked him and sang him his last lullaby.
We truly believe that he was sent here to give a little bit more of a picture of what perfection is.
Each and every one who had a part in Axel's care did everything that they could. Specifically, one individual, Angel, became his best friend. And that's the moment he literally learned the word friend and what it meant. He would walk the halls yelling, "Friend, friend."
Axel's legacy is love.
Tell me, from a broken heart.
I really. Oh, I hate these ones. I really do.
Yeah.
These are the ones that are really tough, and just behind the scenes story. Like we know some of the stories of the kids when we start this. We know what we're going to talk about on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we knew about Axel's story. We're going to have to talk about this little boy that lost his life, 5 rounds of chemo and surgery. But then when you hear the mother and the father talk, it's just I don't.
It takes it to another level. It's one
I just
thing.
can't
It's
help
one
but
thing
start.
to know it, and it's another thing to hear it, isn't it? I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I'm bawling my eyes out right now. Just so sad. The mom, 5% chance that he wouldn't make it. Right, 95% chance. They got 100% of the tumor out. 100%. He had 5 rounds of chemo, surgery, and they removed 100% of the tumor. And he had a 95% chance of surviving and only a 5% chance of not making it, and he was in the 5% that didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
You heard the mom's voice break when she said, the doctors came in, and when they introduced themselves as oncologists, you could hear her voice start to crack a little bit. I can't imagine when you're sitting in your child's hospital room and people come into the room, doctors, and they introduce themselves as oncologists, how your heart just must sink to your feet to hear that those are the doctors who are going to be treating your child. In honor of Axel, we have a triple match going on right now. It is a great time to call.
Triple match. Triple match. Now is the best time to call 602-933-4567 to donate to PCH. Triple your donation now. It's the Give-A-Thon Triple Match.
If you were moved by that story, and I don't know how you couldn't be, 602-933-4567 is the number. 602-933-4567. And in honor of Axel and in honor of his parents, become a champion of hope like Linda and Chandler, like John and Phoenix, like Michael and Phoenix, Gladys and Levine. I could go on and on. We'd love to hear from everybody in the Valley at 602-933-4567. $20 a month. You're a champion of hope. And we'll take a teddy bear just like this one I'm holding in my hands, and we'll take it to one of the kids in the hospital right now and just watch the smiles that you're going to give when you give $20 a month to become a champion of hope at Phoenix Children's Hospital. And you get your donation tripled right now thanks to Panda Express.
Well, his first friend was a child life specialist named Angel. So that was tremendous too. Like, a lot of us are blessed to have healthy children. So if you're one of those people and you're blessed, and you these parents aren't able to continue with their son because he lost his life, he lost his battle, and you feel like, hey, I'm blessed, my children are healthy, make the phone call.
Absolutely.
602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. I've always say this too. I think a lot of people driving home, this is always a great time to call. You're on your way home. You're going to have dinner with your family. You've got healthy kids. You've got a healthy wife or a healthy husband, and you're on your way home, and you're going to spend some time with them. And, hey, I always think it's a great teaching lesson for families. Like, hey, guess what we did today? We heard the story at Phoenix Children's Hospital about this poor kid that wasn't able to make it. He had cancer, and he wasn't able to make it. So we made a donation to Phoenix Children's Hospital. And you can explain to your kids why and how important it is to give back and why you're giving back. And it's a great lesson, right? It's a great lesson for your kids to see that you give back and you give to the community and you care about the community. So the number is 602-933-4567. I do hope many of you call, make a donation, and when you go home today and you're surrounded by your healthy family, that you share that story and you share the reason why you called and made a donation.
We've got an updated tote number. Let's roll the drums and let's find out where we stand right now going into the end of day 3 of our Give-A-Thon for Phoenix Children's Hospital. As of right now, the tote board reads $659,419 so far raised for Phoenix Children's Hospital. Absolutely. We are off to a tremendous start. We are not done. Lots of calls coming in to become champions of hope, and as such, the Train Teddy Bear Express is on its way upstairs right now. We've loaded that thing up thanks to the calls that are coming in with teddy bears for the kids at the hospital right now. 302 of them. Thank you for the phone calls. Keep them up. Triple match from Panda Express going until 7 o'clock tonight when you call 602-933-4567. That's 602-933-4567. 4567. When we come back, we'll close up this edition of the Burns and Gambo Show by talking about what happened to the Arizona Diamondbacks today. That is next. Thank you for the phone calls for the Give-a-thon here on Arizona Sports.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Tank. Tank who? You're welcome.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-a-thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Asset preservation, wealth, and tax. I always recommend to everybody out there the importance of having a financial advisor, having somebody that can help you with a financial plan, a retirement plan, a tax plan, and somebody that's not just going to call you once a year to check on you and hey, listen, just want to make sure you stick with me because I love getting that commission from you every year. But somebody that's going to roll with the punches. When the life changes, things happen. Things change. You might have a new job or a new child. You might move houses. If things change, your financial advisor needs to be there and understand those because that could affect your retirement plan. Maybe you could put more money away. Maybe you have to put less money away. Maybe you want to change your strategy. So as you go on, it's important to have a financial advisor that knows you and understands you. It's why I recommend Stuart Willis from Asset Preservation, Wealth, and Tax. He's a fiduciary. He does a great job helping me with my financial plan and retirement plan, and I recommend you give him a call at 602-877-PLAN. That's 602-877-PLAN. Set up a free portfolio review. 5 locations in the Valley. It'll be very easy for you to meet with him. The number again, 602-877-PLAN.
Investment advisory services offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Low T, start for free. Guys, if you feel sluggish, lack energy, or having trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. The solution, testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. We're not talking supplements here. Nothing boosts your T levels like real testosterone. You'll have more energy, better focus, and it'll boost your sex drive. Book your free video consultation today, and we'll waive the startup fee. Gain muscle, burn fat, and lose the dad bod with testosterone. Available only by prescription at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com.
Hey everybody, Dan Bickley here with my guy Bear, one of the Henley brothers who runs Waltz TV and Appliance. And Bear, tell our listeners why they should avoid the big box stores and shop at Waltz, conveniently located off the I-10 in Warner.
Well, Dan, we offer unbeatable prices on all the products you really want. And if you think you found a good price somewhere else, bring it to us and watch us beat it. We also offer same-day delivery 7 days a week. Get what you want when you want it, only at Waltz. Shop local. Shop Waltz.
Hey, home sellers. Arizona has had more homes that didn't sell in the past 6 months than in the previous 2 years combined. Thousands of sellers left stuck with no offers and no sale. Do what I did so you don't get stuck. Call Carol Royce, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. With Carol's Guaranteed Sale Program, sell your home at a price acceptable to you or Carol will buy it. If your home didn't sell or you're thinking about selling, call Carol Royce today or visit carolhasthebuyers.com. That's carolhasthebuyers.com. Carolyn Salamas to grand price and possession.
Opioid misuse and overdose deaths are serious health issues across the U.S. Anyone at a workplace, including workers, clients, customers, and visitors, can be at risk of an overdose if they use opioids. Are you prepared? Consider making non-prescription naloxone nasal spray a part of your workplace first aid kit. Naloxone reverses an opioid overdose and saves lives. Maintain workplace safety, offer training, and always call 911 for a suspected overdose. Visit naloxoneaz.com.
Record-breaking global sensation Chris Brown presents Breezy Bowl 20 Stadium World Tour. Celebrate 20 years of Chris Brown live in Phoenix. Performing at Chase Field September 11th with special guests Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don't miss the biggest R&B event of the year. For more, visit chrisbrownworld.com.
Fast, reliable, trustworthy, reputable, highly decorated. Those are all words used to describe Parker & Sons, the company you call for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Listen, you need to trust who you let into your home and who you let fix your home, and that's why you call Parker with your sacred space, a company that has served the Valley for 50 years. Call 602-2-REPAIR. That's 602, the number 2, then REPAIR for Parker & Sons.
All right, back here for Liberty GMC, 87th Avenue and West Bell Road in Peoria. Shop and buy online all the time. LibertyGMCAZ.com. Nowhere in this valley can you get a GMC for less than you can at Liberty GMC, and nowhere in this valley can you find a service drive that is more committed to getting you in and out and on with your life the way Liberty GMC does. Their service department understands your time is incredibly valuable. They don't want to waste your time when you're buying a car. They don't want to waste your time when you're leasing a car. They certainly don't want to waste your time when you're servicing a car. Drop off your car by 8 p.m. You're back on the road the next morning. They have a late night shift that's open there at Liberty GMC. So the turnaround time, you wake up the next morning, your car's ready to go. Anytime you buy 3 tires, you'll get the 4th for just $1. Anytime you get a premium oil change, you'll get free wiper blades for the month of August, especially with the monsoon season. It's all at Liberty GMC. 87th Avenue and West Bell Road in Peoria. Shop and buy online all the time. LibertyGMCAZ.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Burns and Gambo, what's on tonight?
All right, what's on tonight? The games that we're going to watch this evening, and it's brought to you by Global Credit Union. Explore the benefits of becoming a member at globalcu.org. Your world of financial possibilities. Gambo, tonight, there's no local teams in action. The Diamondbacks already played. The Mercury aren't in action.
Oh.
You can watch whatever you'd like tonight. Major League Baseball, Little League World, whatever's on, you want to watch it, go ahead, knock yourself out.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got any shows you're watching?
What am we watching right now? We're going to start The Diplomat with Kerry Russell.
We have watched that. Very good.
Yeah, we've
very good. The Diplomat.
Season 3 is coming out soon, and we want to get caught up before it's released. And I just got
we liked that.
The thumbs up from Gambo and Lauren, which again
me and Chelsea started watching a show the other day called Red Eye, 6-part thriller.
Okay.
Set on the Red Eye flight from London to Beijing.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's kind of a thriller sort of thing.
Thriller.
I like that, yeah.
British man gets accused of a crime in Beijing, but he's sure he's been framed.
Oh.
That type of thing. That's what we'll watch.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm intrigued, Gambo. I'm
intrigued. I'll let you know. I'm one episode in.
That's what's on tonight, the games or the shows that we're going to watch tonight. We're a little shorthanded, not shorthanded, but we're a little short on this segment here because we do love Phoenix Children's Hospital Week and all of that. We're back for a full edition of the show tomorrow. Do want to thank Champion Rachel out there for making a donation to Phoenix Children's Hospital as well. We appreciate you, Rachel, and everybody who's called in. That's going to do it for us. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow straight up 2 o'clock here on the Burns and Gambo Show.
Have a great night, everyone.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Bickley and Marotta mornings.
I think he is lined up to be that real MVP candidate next season if the Diamondbacks can put together a decent season, which I think they can. I think Corbin Carroll has been emboldened by the results from all the work he's put in. How could you not be? He's been terrific. So I think he's one of the big bright spots going forward. Him and Geraldo Perdomo, and depending on where the whole Ketel Marte thing goes, you still have some good star power at the anchor of this baseball team.
I totally agree.
Bickley and Marotta, mornings on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Hey, it's Vince Marotta with some amazing news just in time for Labor Day. Earnhardt Peoria Kia is rolling some awesome specials all month long. And you know an Earnhardt dealership will treat you right. They're locally owned, and they will treat you like family. So now's your chance to save on a big selection of award-winning Kia models across the lot. Looking for a sedan or SUV? We've got them. 2025 K4s, 2025 Tellurides, even the 2025 Carnival MPV. Gas, hybrid, all-electric options, we've got those too, plus a smart selection of Kia-certified pre-owned vehicles. Earnhardt Peoria Kia is the place to shop for a car, and these new Kias are amazing. You've got to check them out. You can even complete your entire buying process remotely with No Bull Express at EarnhardtPeoriaKia.com. So discover what drives you at Earnhardt Peoria Kia, 91st Avenue, just north of Bell Road, or online at EarnhardtPeoriaKia.com.
Dan Bickley here with Mike Freeland, owner of Turf Monsters. And Mike, so many people rave about the quality of your work. What's your secret?
It's very simple, Dan. We're accountable. We do what we say we're going to do, and we do it right the first time. We're a one-stop shop that builds everything in your backyard, from the pool pool tiles up. At Turf Monsters, we take great pride in our customers, and our finished products is what separates us from our competitors. We have the #1 installers in the Valley, and we're the #1 company for a reason.
Check out their work and schedule your free estimate online at turfmonstersaz.com.
Hi, folks. Jody Jackson here. My friends at Y-Refi are humbled to be this year's co-presenting sponsor of the Phoenix Children's Hospital Give-a-thon. And at Y-Refi, they understand college didn't turn out how a lot of us hoped. The degree? Check. But the debt and detours, not what anyone planned. That's why Y-Refi helps struggling borrowers refinance private student loans with a plan that actually works. Visit YRefi.com today. That's YREFY.com. Y-Refi is not available in all states.
Cardinals fans, football is back, and Kilt Lifter from Four Peaks has your game days covered. Celebrate kickoff the right way by entering the Kilt Lifter Kickoff Sweepstakes for your chance to win 2025 Arizona Cardinals season tickets and take your fandom to the next level. Grab your crew and head down to Four Peaks 8th Street Pub in Tempe. Look for the QR code and get entered to win. Four Peaks Pub is the home of Kilt Lifter, Arizona's favorite award-winning Scottish-style amber ale. Bold, smooth, and brewed for Sundays.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here on such short notice. This place isn't bugged, is it?
Bugged? Wait, Jamie, what's going on?
It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
That's all I paid for it.
I think I need to get back to you on that.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I do now.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you've always wanted, plus America's best warranty at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. The guilt is real, but so is the savings.
Listen, I don't want to get in your business, but if that's all she paid for it, I'll have what she's having.
It's a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your local Valley Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
It's Gatos. And you know, America Roofing isn't just about fixing or replacing your roof. They're here in the community and they're ready to help. America Roofing will be donating a portion of all repairs or all replacements to the kids and the families at Phoenix Children's Hospital this year. When you call America Roofing and they repair or replace your roof, a portion of that is going to the kids at Phoenix Children's. And we're so grateful that America Roofing is part of the Big Give-a-thon this year. Thank you, America Roofing, for helping the kids at Phoenix Children's.
It's where every home run memory and walk-off victory is stored. Your brain shapes you, defines you, makes you you. But as any ball player knows, a brain or spine condition can change the game. That's why Barrow Neurological Institute is always swinging for the fences, pushing the boundaries of neuroscience medicine. Ranked top 10 in the U.S., Barrow helps patients hold on to their dreams, their memories, and themselves right here in Arizona. Barrow Neurological Institute, minding what matters most. Visit barrowneuro.org to learn more.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports